Hello everyone, I have some quite exciting Bakugan to show you today. You can see them lined up here for you, and probably shouldn't have these. So I can show you quickly that the DNA codes on these also sample. So to my knowledge, these are factory samples that were meant to test paint jobs on specifically Sabator, but as we can see, they are all just Sabator with different paint. Some of these are quite interesting because this Subterra Sabator is slightly different than the Subterra Sabator that was released, which I have here. So the accent colour for the old or sample Subterra Sabator is actually black, and it's quite noticeable when you put them next to each other. Also, the attribute symbol is rotated, and it's like that for just the Subterra one, I think. But all of the attribute symbols are slightly off, like they don't look fully correct on all of them except the Pyrus one, which looks pretty good. But the others have slightly odd attribute symbols. So this is an interesting difference, I think at least. And I do have these other two Bakugan here, this Subterra Helix Dragonoid and this Subterra Darak, which I got together, and these also have the black accents. Notably, they do open pretty strangely. This Helix likes to have its head up for some reason, but you can correct it when it stands. And this Darak just is all kinds of strange. Its wings are a lot lower than Daraks usually are, and its tail comes all the way down the battle gear straight away. So I have no idea really what's going on with these. I assume they may also be samples. Both of them don't have DNA codes at all. So either they've been taken off or they didn't have them in the first place. So I'm not sure what's going on with these guys, but I have to assume they are samples, like the Sabator. But we'll get into some more interesting ones now. Well, I'm going to save the most interesting to last. So this is Ventus, which this just seems to be identical to the Ventus one that we did get. As I have one here, this is just the same thing, but this was what was released with the black DNA code that when you see if it still works, when you put your finger on it, it should reveal. It's a heat sensor thing. You can see it very faintly, and these were for Bakugan Dimensions, which was a online MMO. And yeah, these are completely identical from what I can tell. Very minor paint variations maybe, but for all intents and purposes they are exactly the same. The G power on the release one is 760 and it's 770 on the sample one, so very similar. The sample Subterra Sabator is 770 also, which I wonder if these are all 770. I haven't looked at that yet, but my released Sabator is 800 G power. Put this up here. So this Aquos one that I have, to my knowledge, this is just a standard Aquos Sabator. I don't see anything about it particularly that is different, but this one does struggle with opening. So I'm going to see if a stronger magnet might help it. This one really doesn't like to open. I do have to force it, which feels terrible, but I do want to see him open for this video. Might have to cut back to him when he's open. here we are. So I've managed to get the Pyrus Sabator open. Here he is. He is also 770 Gs. And yeah, it just looks like a standard Pyrus Bakugan. And this is my favourite and probably the most interesting of all of these. This is the Crimson and Pearl treatment that not a lot of Gundalian Invaders Bakugan got, but this is the sample Sabator version, which Sabator was never released in this treatment, which means that the only way to get a Crimson and Pearl Sabator is to have it as the factory sample, so there's not a great count of how many of these exist. I have seen a few, but it does seem relatively uncommon from what I've seen, compared to at least the other samples. I've seen a few of the Aquos and Ventus ones lying around. I have not seen any of the Subterra one before, but I have seen a few of this special Crimson and Pearl Sabator around, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. It's the only Crimson and Pearl Bakugan that I own, but it is just very, very cool that this exists. And so, yeah, these are all of the confirmed samples that I have. Of course, there's the Darak and the Helix Dragonoid that I can't be sure on, but yeah, so I just wanted to show all of these off and, you know, bring people's attention to sample Bakugan. So, I mean, check your DNA codes, because it's quite hard to miss the ones that do say sample on them, but yeah, you might have some samples, and with Subterra Bakugan specifically, if they have the black paint for detailing over this sort of metallic bronze, I would say. It's kind of just a metallic brown. Yeah, you might have a sample, or at least some kind of different paint variation. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to be trying to get some more Bakugan videos out soon, or at least work on some more Bakugan videos. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully a lot more things to come.